Hi, my name is Idza Hajar. So, do you want to be a civil litigation lawyer?
Litigation means you litigate something, right? Litigation means you just litigate something, you resolve something, you argue something. Meaning you're not fighting, you're just going to court and telling your side of the story or your client's side of the story. And civil means that it is just within the realm of civil disputes. It is not criminal in nature, and that's what we focus on, or rather I focus on. The law is massive, so the profession covers every aspect of your life. For instance, there's civil litigation lawyers like me, there's criminal litigation lawyers that does litigation, they still litigate, they go to court, but criminal disputes. There is conveyancers, so they do, housing, your transactions with the banks, they deal with the land office, so that's what you call conveyancing lawyers. There's also corporate banking lawyers, so they do corporate, they draft agreement with banks. There is a lot. So my branch of department of what I'm doing, we deal with disputes, of course, but in the realm of civil disputes. So I do anything from contract disputes to shareholders disputes, everything else that comes to me that doesn't involve, offences under penal code. So that's everything else is something that will come to me. So my day usually is very busy. I wake up and I get ready to go to the office if I don't have court. And when I get into my office, my secretary will come in and will brief me on what appointments I have, what meetings I have for the day. So then I will go through my meetings and go through my discussions. In between, I would look at drafts given by my lawyers. So usually there will be a long line of lawyers outside my door, my team members, who will then discuss with me on my suits, my files. If I am in court, I will probably be in court for the rest of the day. If not, then I will carry through to the end of the day, either reverting on the drafts I have to. We then file the papers, the drafts that I've looked through in court, or we end the day with discussing things with our clients. So my day typically starts, it's quite flexible. It starts at around maybe 9 and it ends usually typically around 6:30 on a daily basis. So get an LLB degree, LLB, which is a law degree. That will be from a public university or an overseas university. If you graduate from a public university, you can straight away chamber, right, into a law firm in Malaysia. Once you're done with your chambering, you get called, you become a lawyer. Civil litigation lawyer ni, you go into the law firms, okay, you go into the law firms and it's something that you do gradually. So if you are overseas punya students, so if you're an overseas students, you come in either after doing your bars, also a law degree, when you graduate, you do your bars afterwards, or you come back to Malaysia and do your CLP. Once it is done and you get a chambering place, you'll also get called as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya, and you become a lawyer as well. So when it comes to becoming a civil litigation lawyer, I think you go into the firm. If you go into a big firm, there are many departments. So you can just state during your interview, I'm interested in doing civil litigation. So can I be placed under someone who will be called your master all throughout your chambering period to be somebody from the civil litigation background. So if you go into maybe some of the smaller firms, you will definitely be exposed because they do everything. So unless, of course, you go to a firm that doesn't do litigation at all, they do conveyancing only. So you go to a law firm, you must ask, do you do conveyancing only? Do you do litigation at all? So if they do it, then you can agree to go into that firm and you can start your chambering process. I suppose it's not a known fact that almost all, a majority of practitioners drop out of practice within 5 years. So there might be an excess of students coming into the job industry, but almost as fast as they join, 5 years into the profession, they leave in droves. insofar as trends are concerned, it depends on the economy actually. So like for my firm, for instance, we actually monitor trends. So let's say if the economy is bad, a lot of disputes will happen. That means civil litigation like me, it will go up. Yeah, but corporate trends, corporate deals are not going on because the economy is bad. So maybe the demand for corporate lawyers will go down a bit. For conveyancing, it will go down a bit because the economy not so great. You know, the developers are not launching projects, so they're not signing sale and purchase agreement for houses and all that. Yeah, so that is something we have to be mindful of. The trend for starting first year lawyers is 4,000 and above. So generally, I think for first year lawyers, you can expect between the lowest that I've heard, because it's a different state altogether where lifestyle is slightly cheaper, is maybe around 2,008 to 4,000 plus in Klang Valley. For other perks, I think most firms standardize what they give. You know, there's medical benefits, there's dental benefits, there's all those allowances that you get when it comes to claims or chambering students. Younger lawyers love traveling because of the claims that they can get. But other than that, I think it's pretty much, it depends on the firm that is hiring you. The worst thing about my job, I think just like any other job, a lot of things can go wrong. So sometimes you deal with clients which do not understand you, which doesn't want to listen to you. Over time, you realize your clients are stressed because they're facing a lot of problems, and maybe a sense of more understanding makes you give a different perspective when looking at your clients. The hours are, it can be long. It can be long because it is a profession. It is not just a job. It is something that you grow over time, because your knowledge of the law grows over time, and that's how your reputation builds by slowly over time. When you start off as a lawyer and as you grow in seniority, so if you stick around long enough and you grow in seniority, it's going to come with perks. Number one, you get paid really well. Yeah, but you don't get paid really well within your first year. It's something that you make more money as your reputation and your credibility grows as you go along further in your practice. That's number one. Number two, I think you meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of people that does a lot of different things because your clients are diverse. So over time, they become your friends, from clients to friends, and you learn about different things. You learn about businesses, which is why you see lawyers sometimes branching out into doing different things, because they meet so many different people. And then you realize that over time, the law is not just about being the best in court or doing the best submission. It's about how the relationships you forge over time. That's the best thing, I think. It's the best thing about my job. I suppose being young, you are given something I don't have, which is the energy, that youth. So you have to then use that energy into becoming the best version of what you want. Yeah, but you have to know what you want. So that is a process of self-discovery. My advice would be, you might not know what you like, but you will definitely know what you don't like. So identify what you don't like, take it out of the way, take it out of the equation. And then you realize one day, oh, this is what I can stand doing for maybe the next 30, 40 years. And it's practical. So then you know what you hate, you take it out of the equation, you focus on what you can stand or what you like. And hopefully, I will see you in court somewhere. Not charged in court, my opponent, I'm saying, okay? All the best.